This is the real Russian village disco. Rural, suburban and metropolitan Russian disco, and I'll show the difference between them. Let's start our journey with the coolest one. At 3 AM we headed straight into the center of our city, which wasn't the wisest move. Of course, we tried to help him, but it seems to have been in vain. Look at these lines, everyone's going where we are going, to the big city club. When we reached luxury spots, we were stunned. Stepping past piles of trash, there were venues everywhere, parties in every direction. But to be honest, we didn't really love it. We hardly ever go clubbing in our lives. So we went to the most expensive premium club we could find. Not the street party where dancing everybody, but next door, a whole crew of bouncers. 5 or 6 of them. No, we're just school children. They won't let us in here. They're bearded one. He won't just let us in. It's a test for man. Come on! Thanks to Michael's pep talks, I went through it and got an interesting answer. A table starts at $500. I've never felt so poor. No big deal, there are plenty of spaces for everyone. It's a big street with lots of spots to hit. And of course, it was controlled with a huge amount of policemen. For $10 we got queerly wristbands. Stop! Wait a minute. A cake? Why do we need a cake at a club? We're going to smash it in my face at city, suburban and rural clubs. We'll even shout it out loudly to compare people's reaction. At our Russian city club, it got boring. People just dance and drink, no real action. DJs were decent, bathroom lines incident. The bathroom was pretty clean, especially compared to what's coming. We bought a cake and just ate it on our first attempt to hit me with it. But on the second try, we did it. The big city reaction wasn't positive. The guys behind us weren't happy. A bit of cake hit them. Everyone else just stood and stared. Done. Fear conquered. If I had known what would happen next, I wouldn't have been so cheerful. We were already heading to the suburban club. The weather went a bit nuts. I can't see anything, but I haven't felt this excited in a long time. Cause we are going on a rural disco party. Upon arrival, the partygoers were at the bus stops. All that remains is to figure out where they hang out. To avoid getting killed, we turned to a professional.
Salut.
Disco Zheka was recommended to us as a Russian disco master. We need your help, and we don't want to get beaten up. And you showed us the real deal.
Yes, let's try to go around.
Fire! Fire! The first stop at Disco Zheka store was a bar, which in my personal opinion was a perfect place for couch potatoes. And as soon as I went inside, after whipping my feet of course, I was convinced that I was right. I expected a lot, but more older folks than you. I certainly didn't expect that. Here you drink beer, listen to Russian music and watch trucker videos. That wasn't for us, so we moved to the next party. According to Zheka, there's already a youth group here, and judging by the building, it's not the safest place for newcomers. Of course, we didn't go home, but after going up to the floor we needed, we decided to use the restroom. And what I saw there made me bend over double. They just kicked it off.
Ой, це мною не отвечаю,
Bro, talking to me?
Да, естественно, кому, мне, своему пенсилу, давай, ты заебал, как тебя звать?
Bro, my name is Paul. What's yours?
Паша? Да. Евгений, ёпкин.
That's how we met Eugene.
Ебать, тебе, давай, блядь, честно,
21.
Ну ты не зеленый.
Давай. Еще раз. Еще раз. Еще раз.
I paid $1.50 by card, got the wristbands and slipped past some chair and entered the youth Russian suburban disco. Despite expectations that only young people would be here, there turned out to be many more adults, aged from 30 to 50. Both on the dance floor and behind the bar. And we decided to give out some style as well. At Jenya's third disco, we were stunned as fuck. Jenya didn't want to let us in for a long time, but I insisted. Only adults hang out here. Young people are rare. Most are over 40. Some drink in a civilized manner, others not so much. You can buy a sausage and potatoes at the bar, and at the same time another fight breaks out. But how will the suburbanities react to the cake? There are fewer people here, which means more attention to me. I wonder what will happen at the rural disco, where there will only be a couple of people.
Город колоритов и контрастов. Абсолютно есть супер модные люди. Также есть старички взрослые, кто встрял немножко в другой эпохе.
Meanwhile, we're approaching the most dangerous disco, the rural disco. For our own safety, we brought a bodyguard with us, since we didn't know what to expect. God with you. Absolutely anything could happen here, so I afraid a lot. And here we are! We've arrived right in the middle of a Russian village disco. I was expecting a couple of people, but there were too many. Everything here is so caricature, like in a movie. Bikers, some kind of fights, someone kissing somebody behind us. In general, they're relaxing as best they can. And since we don't know what will happen to us for filming here, I hired a personal bodyguard named Toma. And how many people have you killed at work? And how many people have you buried? Without asking any questions, I went to the disco with Toma. Their security guards were sitting at the entrance, right on a school desk. I paid $1 per person to get in, and they immediately put bracelets on us so we wouldn't have to pay twice. And inside, the party was already in full swing, a party from the 90s with appropriate music. This room looks like an auditorium, judging by the school chairs. On stage is a 14-year-old DJ, equipment and Fanta. I couldn't resist and went dancing with Toma. Just look at how he's flexing.
I'm saving you to save me, oh baby.
It seems we filmed the wrong person, which led to a surprise waiting for us at the exit.
Что ты стоишь, блядь? Снимаете,
He told them all sorts of things, and we were allowed to continue filming. That's the power of Toma. Alright, let's take a look at the rural's reaction to the cake. The capital, the suburbs, the village, no one cared of us. No one even approached it. Everyone dances only for themselves. And a stranger's facing the cake is just a backdrop for them. Live and dance. No one is watching. Subscribe to this channel. See you soon. Bye.